What's good, everyone? We're back for the newest episode of the JUCO Life. This is Jaquan Burton here. I'm here with Angel Reyes, Schenectady Community College, upstate, alumni of excuse me, alumni of Norman Thomas High School, and he's now playing for Schenectady Community College. So, Angel, how you doing?
I'm doing good, man. How you, JB? Thanks for
Doing
having me.
doing good, man. How you holding it down during this quarantine time? I know phase one opened up today, but how you holding it down so far?
Holding it down good. Everything's good. Spending time with family. Throughout the school year, I couldn't come down to visit the family, but, spending as much time I can with my sisters and my mom.
All right, cool. Sounds awesome. So, first things first. So, I'm gonna have discuss high school career. So, um, met you a few years back when I was working with overtime, seen you at many events and stuff like that, and you played at Norman Thomas High School. So, um, playing at Norman Thomas, it was a school that, in most years, wasn't performing as well while you was there, but you stayed the course and you basically managed to get a scholarship, get coaches to recruit you and get a scholarship to get to SUNY Schenectady. So tell me, for those who don't know, explain your career at Norman Thomas.
It was quite a ride at Norman Thomas. I played 3 years. My freshman year I played at JV. Sophomore year I didn't play because I got hurt, so I was injured throughout that year. The whole sophomore year, junior year came, I was playing varsity, and then senior year I was playing varsity too. And it was a lot of ups and downs. You know what I mean? Personally, I definitely grew a lot, and as a basketball player too. But it was really a nice ride. High school. It was good.
All right, sounds good. So how did SUNY Schenectady come about? Like, how did they come into your recruitment? Did you play in a showcase, or like when you was applying for schools? You say you was playing basketball, and then you looked at some tape. How did that come about?
You know, you know how the recruiting process is. Like usually coaches will come out and reach out to you,
Yeah.
but that wasn't the case. I was reaching out to colleges. There was a couple colleges coming at me, but then I was also reaching out to a lot of colleges too. And after emailing and doing a lot of researches and seeing what they had academically and sports wise, I made a decision that like I figured that Stanford was going to be the best choice for me. But I definitely reached out to the colleges, and a lot of colleges got back to me. Just really me just emailing coaches and they getting back to me.
Sounds good. So, um, how was it like when you left New York City and you arrived in Schenectady, New York? I mean, I went to school in Albany, obviously, so that's Schenectady's not too far in the same capital region. So going there, did you get a culture shock? You know, was there some things that you found questionable when you got over there? So how were you able to adapt to it?
I adapted really good. The fact that I was away from the city. I'm from the Bronx, New York, Soundview, and there's a lot of negativity. So I don't like to be surrounded by that. I never was in the streets. Never was that. Never was that. Like I never was outside. I would just go practice and come back home. Or it was church and go to school and come back home. And when I went up there to Schenectady, it was the same routine. I would go on church on Sundays, and then it would just be in the gym every day, and then go to school when school started.
All right.
But it was definitely different, from the city. Over there is more quiet. Over there is more isolated. A lot very quiet though, I can say that, and just peaceful over there.
All right. Sounds good. So moving along forward, your freshman season, by the looks of things, there were a lot of bumps in the road as a team. Didn't win a lot of games. Not everybody wants to bloom when they start their career has a rough start. So like, what were some things that you learned throughout your first season?
I always lived by this trust the process thing, and I could definitely say it was trusting the process throughout the year. There was a lot of ups and downs with players, and just us being as a team. We had to fight through that, and it was definitely for me individually. I definitely could say I grew a lot as a player and as a human person. Like it was a lot of growth in me. I was asking the coaches a lot of questions and just digging in their brain. Because the coach, after Coach Harry, he's a point guard, so he played at that school too, and so I was able to ask a lot of questions and get a lot of answers from him.
Sounds awesome. I mean, so you started a couple of times. I think according to like my research, you started about 12 games this past season.
Yeah,
So
the first half of the season.
so like, what was it like? Being thrown in the fire, baptism by fire. Your coaches say, "Yo, Angel, I need you to start." What led to that, and like, how did you feel when you first found out that you was able to start the game?
I mean, it was normal to me. I mean, a lot of people get nervous, but I mean, I'm like, I live for this. Like, I don't get nervous. It was none of that. It was just being mentally prepared and physically prepared. And so I was just up for the opportunity, and I took full advantage of it. And I was just the point guard. I was doing my job. I ran the plays. I was able to set up my offense. On defense we would play 2-3, and offense we would run a 5-out motion. And it was just learning. Just telling my players where to go and where to be at. And I was doing my job, and I was able to get the starting spot. And we went from there.
Sounds good. So, like, who was the first player that you went up against that bust your ass?
In college,
Yeah.
um, I can honestly say, let me see who. Um, this guy from Jefferson Community College, Isaiah. He was in McKinney High School.
Okay.
Isaiah, I forgot his last name, but yeah, we played in high school too. So it was, in college it was more, so he was going at it in college, and he was getting me work, and I was getting him to work too.
Okay. Cool. 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 So, um, what are some things you need to improve on for year two? Like, with I know COVID-19 pretty much has all the schools shut down. So like, and plus, there's not a lot of access to gyms and whatnot. So, what are some things that you've been working on to improve your game?
At the moment, I've just been working on my body. You know what I mean? I've been doing a lot of ball handling, but like we do a lot of shout out to Coach Victor. I know Coach Victor as my mentee and my trainer. And we would we work out all the time, and then we would do Zoom, and we work on our bodies. I work on my bodies by myself too, and we work on ball handling, like Pistol Pete. I don't know if you know his workouts. Just little ball handling workouts, and we just do that. But most importantly, just getting my body in better condition and just being like a top notch.
Sounds good. So, let's talk about the academic advantages of going to JUCO. How is going to JUCO help you academically? Because as I can see from my notes, that you was on the dean's list. So, like, let's talk about that.
I mean, that's number one to me. Academics is always number one, number main priority to me. Because I always, Coach Victor always tells me, basketball is gonna start bouncing at one point. So you need to have degrees, you need to have a backup. So I always take school serious academically, and I was able to maintain a high 3.7 GPA, and I just kept it that way. Just making sure my homework was done every night. All my assignments was given in before the due dates. I know you had also gave me that advice. I remember when we came to my commitment signing day, he was like, "Yo, just make sure you're giving your homeworks before the assignment is due." So I was always on top of that. I think I was the only player on the team that had the highest GPA throughout the whole team.
I mean, that's nice. You setting the standard. So, uh, the way things are now, making the dean's list, and that's a huge accomplishment. Congratulations to you on that. What is
Thank
some
you.
advice you can give to any players out there who are, looking to play at the next level, whether it's JUCO or above that?
Just always stay on top of your homework. I mean, just there's a lot of tutoring in all colleges, and Schenectady has like I could say one of the best tutors out there. And so I was able to just go up there, uh, request a session, and it was just I need help with this homework, and they would just help me out with that. And with all my subjects, even the tough classes, I was able to get a tutor, and then they would help me out and just speak with the teacher too. I told her I'm on a basketball team, so they would work with you. And so when we had games, she would say, okay, I will send you personally through email your homework or whatever, your assignment, and then just go through it. And, they'll work with you. But I'll definitely tell just get in contact with the teacher. As soon as the first day of school, and just talk to them, introduce yourself.
Sounds good. So, for the players out there who don't know what your daily life is like, break it down from the time you wake up to the time you like your day is over. You can wind down. Like, what is a day in the life of Angel Reyes as a player at Schenectady?
Day in life, it was Monday through Friday. I would have class from 8 to like 12 or 2, and then I would wake up in the morning, 7 o'clock. Brush my teeth, take a shower, eat breakfast, and then go to class. you know, like in between those time of classes, I would have breaks. So I would just go to the weight room in the dorms and just put in some lift some a little bit, a jog, and I would definitely do that, and then go back to class. And then once the day would end, you know, we would go to the gym. We would have conditioning with the coach, with the team, and then we'll go back to the gym and put up some shots and get better.
All right, sounds good. So, close things out. No, I forgot to ask you, what is your major?
My major is business administration.
Major's business administration, and what are you looking to like? What are your goals for the next season? Like, what are some goals? Like, how will you look to like close out your career at SUNY Schenectady until you move on to your 4-year school?
One thing I definitely want to accomplish is, you know, I already had that leader quality. You know, I was like a leader this freshman year. The coach told me, he was like, "Yo, you want to be the leader, so just step up to it." You know, but next year is definitely being like top leader, and then just being able to work as a team and come together, and then just win games, and just definitely be able to attack more and be more of a aggressive player. You know, because the pass is always there. You know, I'm a first pass guard. I'm always making sure I get the pass to anybody that's open. But my thing is now just putting the ball in the basket. And I need to do more of that, and I definitely know that I can do it.
All right, sounds good. You mentioned Coach Vic. Coach Vic is your trainer, and I remember you as a high school kid. You was kind of out of shape, but through the years gone, you lost a lot of weight and got in shape before you hit to college. So, um, tell me about how Coach Vic has been an impact in your life as far as getting healthy and getting in condition for basketball.
Yeah, it's been a big impact. You know, I don't know what I'd be without him. I was telling that, you know, I thank God for him to bring him in my life. You know, it all started off sophomore year, I guess we met, and you know, I would just attend games. You know, I'd be at all the games, you know, showing love. But you know, he told me this. You know, he never sugarcoated things. He never sugarcoats things. You know, everything is straight up, and that's the way it's supposed to be. He told me, he was like, "You want to be a fan, or you want to be the one playing the game? You know, just put in the work." And
Right,
then I was like, "Damn, like, yeah, I gotta do my thing now. Forget coming to the games, forget all that." So I don't go to games no more. You haven't seen me in games. You know, all I do is just stay in the gym with him and just put in work. And that's what it has got me to. You know, that was one step of the process. You know, just learning that, and, you know, like being my own fan. You know what I mean?
right.
So that was that, and then, you know, the next part was putting in the work. So that summer of 2018, the whole summer, like even to this day, we would go from 9 in the morning to like 3 in the afternoon. Just go straight every day in the middle of hot weather, and just putting a lot of work. You know, a lot of running, a lot of conditioning, working on ball and ball skills, and working on everything. You know, most importantly the body. But you know, one thing I could definitely stick with is the mental toughness. You know, that's the main thing over there with KYDA. You know, just focus on your mental toughness, because if you could do it in your mind, you can do it anywhere. And your body tells you no, but your mind, you gotta tell yourself you gotta keep going, and you gotta find a way. And so I definitely, you know, mental toughness is the number one thing, priority to me.
All right, sounds good. So, that concludes our interview right now, and this interview will be going up at a later date. So, for Angel Reyes, this is Jake Bowden. That JUCO Life. We signing out.